defense played exceptional the second half. His offense sputtered a bit. Lansford comes through with another clutch kick, and Flipper Anderson put on a clinic tonight.
One of the greatest comebacks in the fourth quarter that I've ever seen. Only 14 points, not in terms of points, but the New Orleans Saints defense had hampered Los Angeles all night long. They'd given them absolutely nothing, and the Rams sucked it up and got it done.
I really believe with all the pressure that the Saints defense constantly put on that Ram offense, they got a little tired pass rushing. I mean, it wears them down, because every time the Rams tried to run the football, they'd get a holding penalty. And anytime Everett got in trouble, he would isolate Flipper Anderson one-on-one with somebody and put it up in a place where he'd be able to make the catch.
Tonight, Flipper Anderson will always remember an incredible record-setting performance. Here is Lansford winning kick.
The Saints try and put the big push up the middle, but they just can't quite get it.
The fourth time this year the Saints have lost when they led in the fourth quarter. A tough pill to swallow for Jim Mora and the fans down here, because they fall to 6-6. Very difficult for them with 4 games left. Certainly they're not going to win the division. Their chances as a wild card hurt tonight. The Rams go to 8-4. They stay 2 games, now actually a game and a half behind the 49ers, and the 49ers play tomorrow night.
Well, the first half belonged to the Saints, the second half belonged to the Rams, and that's just what you don't want. You don't want the other guys having the great second half.
And they did it in the fourth quarter without Henry Ellard, who came in leading the league in yards, second in receptions. Of course, Flipper Anderson almost caught him in one night. Just a brilliant evening. Once again, our final score, the Rams in overtime, 20, New Orleans 17. For Joe Theismann, this is Mike Patrick saying so long from the Superdome of New Orleans. Let's join Bob Lee and Dan Patrick.
Thank you, guys. We'll be checking back with you in a little bit more on that Rams dramatic victory tonight.
What a game. It was put up to the hankering to change the scenery, tie the Rams for second place, and win a third straight game. To do that, they needed to handle the Rams the way they did in Anaheim earlier this year. Sunday night on ESPN, this was a classic. Bobby Hebert trying to move the Saints upfield. It works here with Eric Martin. 20 yards. And he slips in, 7-0 Saints. Now, the Rams were not at full strength. They were missing Henry Ellard out with a pulled leg muscle. But the Rams trailing 10-3 late in the first half. Cornerback Robert Massey picks up Jim Everett, going for Aaron Cox, takes it into the end zone, touchdown, the route center. Wait a minute. The ubiquitous replay official and even the guys on the field said no. Cox touched Massey. He was down at the time. No TD. They could have used that TD. Jim Mora had some tricks here. Hebert to Dalton Hilliard. The option throw for Eric Martin. 4 career completions for Hilliard, all for TD. 17-3. But here come the Rams. Flipper Anderson. What a night he had. This sets up a Buford McGee 5-yard TD. The Rams only down 17-10. 2 minutes to go inside that mark. Flipper Anderson, 11th catch, 253 yards. They call him Flipper, faster than lightning, 36 yards, and the PAT ties the game at 17. The Rams had a chance to win it in regulation. Lansford had been blocked earlier, and from 52 yards away, this one not enough leg and a little bit wide. So John Robinson says, no problem, we're going to overtime on the road. And Flipper Anderson does it again. Everett, 26 yards. A night like no other receiver has ever had. 15 catches, 336 yards. Get Lansford on the field, hurry up and do it. 31 yards. He calls himself the best pressure kicker in football, and he proved it tonight. What a night for Flipper Anderson and Jim Everett. 29-50, a career-high 449 yards. You like offense? I hope you're with us. 20-17. The Rams and Saints are in trouble.
15 catches, 336 yards, the greatest individual performance by a receiver in the history of the National Football League. And Willie is with us now. All I can ask you is, how does it feel to have a game like that?
It still really hasn't set in. Me and Jim, we were hooking up all day, and I still don't know what happened. We just kind of got unconscious for a second, and things were clicking, and I'm just happy that it happened.
Willie, it seemed like all the big catches you had were on your inside shoulder. When the ball seemed to get outside, you had the defender there, but yet all the big ones, the one before the game was over, the one you make to set up the winning field goal, it comes over your inside shoulder. Was it designed that way?
Yes, they were. It was designed that way. A lot of teams see me run a lot of deep patterns this year, and I think it kind of threw them off that I was coming across the middle and doing a lot of other things that they probably didn't think I could do. And I think, you know, Jim had the ball on the money all day, and the offensive line did a great job, and you know, the defense just did a good job of giving us the opportunity, and we got the win, and it was great.
The last pass that you catch, does Jim ever say anything to you in the huddle?
No, not really. It was, if the guy came up and pressed, we were going to throw a fade, and the guy actually, he did a good job of pressing, and Jim just threw the ball out where nobody else could get it except for me, and I came up with the grab.
Well, you sure did. You came up with a lot of grabs. I've never had a game where I threw for 336 yards. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Willie, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the season. The Rams right now in good shape in that wild card race. We're done here in New Orleans. Let's go back to Dan Patrick.